Is Egyptian football writer Issa, who at this moment is in Birmingham in the British Midlands. Welcome to the programme. But you've been talking to many in the team. What is their reaction to what happened last night?
I think it's absolute disbelief. Many considering early retirement and stories they never thought they would ever tell about fans dying in their arms.
What do they believe happened?
They believe that something was allowed to happen, that this has nothing to do with football, as many people believe. They believe that the police opened the way for fans to come onto the pitch, and some even believe that fans were allowed from outside the stadium into the stadium during the second half, carrying weapons and so on.
Do they provide any thinking about evidence in the build-up to the end of the match, which in retrospect was a signal of what was going to happen?
I think the match was a heated and it was a good match of football, so the players themselves who were on the pitch were concentrating on the game. I have a player who is for the home team who was suspended, and he was just standing outside the stadium, and he felt that there was some strange activity going on in the second half, where taxis were arriving with people carrying weapons and were allowed into the stadium, and in a particular stand, which was then the stand that moved towards attacking the visitors.
At this moment, the state of emergency is being lifted. Do they believe there's any connection with that? Absolutely.
The state of emergency has only been lifted for a few days, and we've already seen a mall has been looted, 3 banks have been robbed. A retirement home in Cairo the other day was robbed. This is no coincidence, I think, that suddenly this unbelievable event happens. Very similar to when we saw in the revolution Muslims and Christians living, helping each other side by side, and suddenly after the revolution we have churches and mosques being bombed. There is definitely an attempt to make Egyptian society look less civilized and to spark some sort of sectarian and civil violence.
Issa, editor of EgyptianPlayers.com, thanks very much indeed for joining me here on The Hub, and we'll keep covering that in all these editions of The Hub. Pakistan's Supreme Court has told Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani that he will be charged with contempt. He's accused of failing to reopen